Good afternoon, guys. I apologize. I know it's been a long time since I've posted a video up on the YouTube channel. And the reality is we just haven't been up in the mountains. Between my son Andrew has this late season Richards Hollow elk tag up in Cache Valley, if you're familiar with the area. And but between wrestling practice and wrestling tournaments, and I've just been super busy at church. And I got real sick last week. I was actually in the emergency room on Sunday. We just haven't been up. So I apologize. We haven't posted anything, but there hasn't been anything worth the post. We've only hunted one afternoon, and the only thing we saw on that was some turkeys. And I will put a video we'll put a segment on this video of some of those turkeys that we saw, but it was really slow. So I'm just out doing a little glassing. He's actually at school right now. I've got a webinar I've got to do coming up here in a couple hours, so I'm just going to spend a few hours glassing. And if I can see any today, I'll come back early in the morning and see if I can find him again. And if I can find him tomorrow morning, I'll take him out of school and see if we can get it done tomorrow. So, but anyway, just thought I'd kind of show you one of the reasons this unit is so tough. Let me flip this around for you guys. So once the first decent snow hits after November 15, they close this gate. And once this gate gets shut, unless you've got horses or a snowmobile, it's just super tough to hunt any of this country back here. I mean, you're looking at a 4-mile hike just to get to really the trailhead to get up in there. Or you can just hunt right from here, which we do. We hunt this Lethem Hollow if we see any fresh elk sign. But so anyway, what I'm just going to do is glass this. Somebody's here from Maine. You don't see that very often. But so anyway, you can see here's where the gates close. Up left-hand Fort Canyon. They close this usually around November 15th. Sometimes they'll keep it open a little longer if there's no snow, which they did this year. I think this year they closed it like on the 26th. But so anyway, I'm gonna glass all this for a little bit, see if I see any elk up there, any fresh elk tracks. We just had the first really good storm of the year the last 2 days. So the good thing about this unit is if we get a lot of storm, they get pushed right down on the face. You can actually glass them from the highway down in the valley, and then once you find them, you can make a move on them. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to glass a little bit here. I'm going to drive back out to the highway and glass a little bit up there and see if we can find where they're hanging out, and we'll keep you guys up to date. Thanks for joining us. Sure appreciate all the support. Thanks for helping me get over 100 subscribers, and hopefully we'll continue to build that, and we'll continue to put some stuff out that you guys enjoy seeing. All right, guys. Well, I didn't glass very long. I just, like I said, I don't have a lot of time to glass for about a half an hour. Did not see any elk. Glassed up 6 deer. They were all does. They weren't bedded, they were moving around. So trying to stretch their legs now that the sun's out. And it's not warm, it's 8 degrees. So it's pretty cold today, but maybe that's a good thing. Like I said, it's the first big storm we've had and the first real cold spell we've had, so maybe that'll get the elk moving around. I'm going to drive to another spot and glass for a while, and if I see anything there, I'll let you guys know. Well, here we are, guys, just glassing again. Just trying to glass the face a little bit this afternoon. I've been working it now for about 30 minutes. I have not seen any elk out on the face, and we haven't had any more snow since the last time I did a video. I can see elk tracks though way up top, so I think they're probably coming down just before last light after it gets dark, and they're feeding up really high on the face, but then they're going up back on top to bed during the day because we still don't have a ton of snow. That makes them really hard to hunt in this unit if you don't have horses. But I'm going to drive over to another spot here and glass again for a little bit. And it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm really just glassing to see if I can, find any. I'm not going to hunt them today. Andrew's the one who has the tag, and he's at a wrestling tournament today. But I know once you start seeing them on the face, then you'll see them pretty regularly on the face. So hopefully we can find some today or tomorrow, and then maybe Sunday after church. We'll see if we can put a stock on some, if we can find out where they're hanging out. Well guys, we're out glassing again. It's the evening and you won't be able to see them, but just to the right of that band of snow that's kind of running at a 45 diagonal from left to right in the middle of your screen, there's 7 bulls in that little herd. 2 of them have already crossed through the snow, the other 5 are to the right. So we have a cow tag, so that doesn't do us any good, but it's kind of cool to see the elk. There's a herd of about 120 elk, just probably 2 miles from here, but they're in a different unit. So can't do anything about those, but I'm going to glass here until the sun goes down the rest of the way and see if we can see any coming out on the face. I saw 10 bulls on the face this morning, and then these 7 that I'm looking at now are part of the 10 I saw earlier today. So still no cows on the face. We've only got about a week and a half left of this season, and the reality is with our schedule we've got about 2 days to hunt coming up. So I'm just hoping to see them start to come down on the face, and then maybe on those 2 days after Christmas we can get a chance to make something happen. So sorry. Alright guys, it's Saturday, December 22nd. Andrew and I are up for his cow elk hunt. He's back at the truck. I just saw some bulls, and so I went up to see if there are any cows with them. Came across somebody's little makeshift shelter they were building up here with logs and baling twine. I imagine they had a tarp set over the roof. There's kind of a more traditional just lean-to shelter they built. I'm going to back away so you guys can see the other one. Sorry for the bumpiness. There you can kind of see that one they have built under the tree there. So just classed up 5 bulls, no cows in that little group, and we saw 7 bulls on the face. Okay guys, got a herd of elk spotted. About 8 cows and 2 bulls. They did see us. We're trying to sneak behind a ridge to cut them off. It's pretty steep. We're climbing straight up and slippery because of the snow. Well guys, on the last day of Andrew's elk hunt. Got 5 hours probably before it gets dark. So we're working way up the ridge. The weather's kind of socked in on us. And hopefully we can get up here and the visibility will open up a little bit and we'll see what we can see. So wish us luck and thanks for coming along. Andrew's got a little herd of elk in the bushes below us, in the trees, sorry. About 400. He's got his bipod down. So he's getting a steady shot. But they busted us, so hopefully he can get comfortable before they get up the hill. Hi guys, well Andrew took a shot, broadside, a little over 400 yards. She was standing still and he had his bipods out, so that's a shot that I'm comfortable with him taking. I think he's comfortable taking that. When the shot went off, she didn't react like she was hit, but then as she started running off, she looked like she was running a little funny, so we are going to go check for blood. We have all this fresh snow up here, so if he did hit her, she'll be easy to track if there's any blood. So we'll let you know how it goes. We'll hopefully come up here and see a blood trail. Well guys, the good news is we don't have a wounded animal on our hands. And the bad news is it was a miss. Right here is where, I don't know if you can see it the glare, but right here is where the 2 elk that were on the far side of the ridge, Andrew shot at the second one. And here's where they came down the hill and joined the other group of elk that probably had 7 or 8 in it. So right here's where they came down. And there's no blood anywhere. And so we're quite a ways up here. Snow is only about a little over your ankles for the most part, but every now and then you hit a pocket that's up to your knees. So Andrew's pretty worn out. And I told him after we got up here to where we could see those elk came down and joined the others. If we didn't see any blood, we'd start working our way back to the truck. So that'll be the end of his late season elk tag. So even though we didn't punch a tag, he hiked hard. He did a good job. We're quite a ways up here. And we saw elk. We saw, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bulls, and then 2 more bulls across the ridge. So 7 bulls, and probably maybe 9, 10 cows altogether, I think. So anyway, just didn't work out this year, but fortunately Andrew did shoot a buck this year with his muzzle loader, and then I shot that little yearling cow during my early season elk hunt. So we've got meat in the freezer for the year. We're grateful for that. Grateful to be in this amazing scenery. I mean, it's been cold and foggy all day, and now that we're heading out, the sun's out. Clouds finally burned off up high. Visibility is really good now. And I guess there's a odd chance we might see something on the way out, though I doubt it. Just because we've been tromping all around in this particular canyon all day. So, but if we see anything on the way out, maybe we'll get one more shot. But this is likely it. So I thought for today's Minute on the Mountain, as we're hiking out, since this video is going to post shortly after Christmas, we would talk about Emmanuel. So in Isaiah, in one of the prophecies about Jesus, one of the names that Jesus is given is Emmanuel, meaning God with us. And it's just amazing to me that God would leave the perfection of heaven and come down and experience everything you and I experience so that he could save us, so that he could rescue us. And I'll put the passage of Isaiah on at the end of this video if you'd like to go in and read all of it for yourself. So I just want to encourage you, if you ever doubt that God loves you, if you ever doubt that God cares about you, just think about what he went through so that you and I can have a relationship with him. And I hope that 2019 is a great year for everybody watching. For all you guys who've supported me this year, thank you so much. You know, I did my first video in March of 2018, so we're about 9 months in. And just looking forward to continuing to get out in the woods. I'm planning to do a shed hunt in southern Utah in January. If at all possible, I'm going to connect with Dustin at the Shedding Life. Try and get on the mountain with him for sure. So you guys stay tuned for 2019. We'll put in January for all of our wild game tags. And so as soon as I know what we draw and what hunts will be going on next year, I'll let you guys know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you've never shared a video, I'd love it if you do me a favor and just share one of the videos. Thanks for all your support, guys. Happy New Year. Have a great 2019. Didn't know that. Andrew just gave me a technical tip for my filming because it stinks so bad. Look at this cool. See if I can get over here without falling. Found this little cave with these icicles in it. Of course, we just found a cougar kill right above us. Hopefully there's not a cougar hanging out. Oh, look at that. Zoom in on it a little bit. Find cool stuff all the time.